Tuesday night base Bronx. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Baltimore. Digging in the switch hitter, Darren James, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Harold, one of your former uniforms, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Well, you're playing good ball right now, and you know all day long, oh, they're bringing their ace, huh? Okay, that's okay. We're playing good right now. We'll match up with it. Okay. That's how you feel when you know you're playing good and you're facing their ace.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Yeah, Matt, Freddie might call a few strikes below the knees in this one, but he tends to get pretty good reviews. Players don't argue a whole lot. He's consistent. He almost never impacts the game in a negative way.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Rivera goes to get it, and he makes the throw to first. James is retired, and there's one away. Now at the plate, Damian Matthews. He'll stand in against Chris Archer to get the inning underway. Hot shot down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
I tell you what, that was so pretty. The left-handed hitter, when he takes the ball.
Ready for another chance? Darren James, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Oh, he reached back and challenged him right there. I like that. Early in the count. Here it is, big fella. I know you're a good hitter, but I'm coming right after you.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. High pop up. Ready for another shot now. Darren. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Opportunity here in a bases loaded situation, and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
0-1. Late that time for a strike.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darren James, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far.
Hey, no one better. What's up right here?
First offering on its way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1.
Well, you got that first pitch, got him looking right there. With a star hitter like this guy, it is always good to get ahead in the count.
0-1, here it comes. In the dirt. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. 6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Kyle Schwarber. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Schaefer has a read on it. And the inning is over.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching.
From 161st Street here in the Bronx, MLB The Show's got base. Now at the plate, Darren James, Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all three categories. Well, these Orioles entering play today, Harold Reynolds. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Look out. They're starting to put it together. When you get to this territory and you start...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the... Digging in for his second at-bat, Brendan Drury. He singled his last time up.
Brendan Drury. Hey, 2 away now.
Now the 0-1. Hit to third. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So stepping into the box, Darren James. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
James.
Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike one.
Come on, big dog, get your pitch.
The 0-1 on its way. And the changeup is way low that time.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Stoddard on the move, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second, and he will pull into second with an RBI double.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
Fielder number 66.
Striding in once again, Yasiel Puig. He reached on a single in his first try. Hit out toward second. Drury fields it cleanly. Throw gets him 2 down. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to... Digging in and looking for more, Darren James. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0.
See it, drive it. Let's go right here.
From the belt, the pitch. Fouled back.
See it, driving.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this pitch runs in and hits him, but not before he swings through it. Not sure what he was thinking about that time, but it's 1-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2. Stepping in, Darren James.
Third baseman, Darren James.
On a line to shortstop. Five to 1, the final total in today's game. New York with their 80th. Getting set for baseball now on a Thursday night from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Digging in, Corey Spangenberg. As we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. Drilled down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Man, that's a nice at-bat. Found himself down 0-2, and he just continues to fight. Fought off pitches, gets the 2-2 count.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Darren James. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Murillo has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. With that, it's time to check out.
Well, the key to me in this one, I'm going to throw a cliche at you, Matt. You know I don't use many cliches. I would have to say, have great energy. Play with some enthusiasm. Be excited about playing. And if they do that, man, they carry it through for 9 innings. Look out.
Hicks is right there as he takes it for the second out. Here's C.J. Cron. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Is there for it. And that's the second out of the inning. Ready for another shot now. Darren James. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Skied into straightaway right. Hicks is under this one. 1 gone. Ready once again, Darren James. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Hey, let's go, big fella. Need you right here. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let her rip right here.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
And this is fouled straight back.
Come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Hit hard on the ground to second. Spangenberg is there. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side. It's 2 runs here. And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. Tyler Skaggs records the victory, his 13th of the year. From the Bronx, MLB Network brings you baseball from Yankee Stadium. It's the penultimate game of the year between the Los Angeles. Now at the plate, Darren James. The watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
Let's go right here.
1 strike now from Cole. Hard hit ball to second, fielded by Spangenberg. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darren James. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And here's a ball hit in the air. Sandoval in foul ground, but this will land untouched. From the stretch. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Well, he's got him thinking right now. There's a fastball, then he comes back with the curveball and gets him out in front. I think when you get him out in front like that, you come back and throw another curveball right here.
And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
No, that missed.
And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, that's great discipline. He's clearly sticking with his plan. Those 2 balls were down. He's thinking to himself, make him get it up before I swing. Get it off the knees.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats.
Hey, have a rip like you can. Here you go.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Kyle Schwarber would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Count is full. Here's the pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Hicks has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Digging in to try it again, Darren James. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
A lot of pitches away here, which is pretty much what you're forced to do with lefty batters here at Yankee Stadium. It doesn't take much to hook one out of here to right field with that short porch out there.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Hit back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw gets him. 2 down. Digging in and looking for more, Eduardo Rosario.
He's been great lately, and it's resulted in his being awarded with the American League Rookie of the Month award.
But gloved by the third baseman for the out, and he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Striding in once again, Darren James. Into the windup and the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Murillo moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy.
Afternoon baseball now, and a fine Sunday for our national pastime from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Stepping into the box, Darren James watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matt, it seems like Drummond is pretty reasonable back there. He's consistent. You don't see many guys rubbernecking calls on him.
Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1. These Angels, Harold, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Well, Matt, and another thing, I mean, it's a really good team. We know that, right? I mean, they've already clinched the division. The question will be, how do you rest guys down the stretch to get ready for the playoffs? And that, to me, is more challenging maybe than the rest of the season on the calendar.
And this pitch is swung on and missed, and the AL's leading hitter is set down. Digging in for his second at-bat, Darren James. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. And a swing and a miss at a pitch well off the plate. It's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Here's the pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up, you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
And this is swung on and missed in the American League. Digging in once again, Andreas Murillo. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Popped high in the air. James is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ready for another chance, Steven Souza, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hot shot to third. Throw on to first. He'll be in time, and a good chance for the Angels goes for naught as the side is retired. Standing in, Darren James. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you've punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a 3rd time.
In now is Yasiel Puig. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. And the lead will shrink to 1 as the run scores from second to make it 5-4 now. Stepping in, Eduardo Rosario. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's through for a hit.
Well, sometimes you make the perfect pitch and you still give up a base hit. That ball was down, and he just scooped it out and drove it through the infield.
At the plate, Darren James.
Third baseman, Darren James.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far.
Let's go right here.
Pitch is popped up. Simmons is there for it, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in, Darren James. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play.
Be patient, get yours.
Hey, like you can.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, let it rip up there. Let's go.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Here's another 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of